Here, nobody cares. Yeah, nobody cares. Yay. Look though, at the end of the day, we made it. We did it. Oh, it's the guy with the bicycle with no shirt on. He's got music and his spackle bucket. Where's this girl from? Oh, he's gonna meet up with her. I swear, it's like I'm in a simulation. He's got plans. He's homeless on a bicycle with music. You're happier than me. One day, 6 and change by 42 or 43, doesn't matter. A long but skinny cigar. Picture an Ozempic Toro with AIDS, which it is what it is. It's a medium brown looking wrapper, kind of evenly round, not very oily looking wrapper. Not super thick, but not a very thin wrapper. So somewhere in between. It's got good density. Warped, I think Warped is Warped another Aganorsa owned or Aganorsa contracted brand. Warped. People are the guardians of the farm. Experience the world warped. This is the smallest writing ever. Maestro del Tiempo. All Nicaraguan. Puro. Sent to us by a mystery man or woman. Or both. An hermaphrodite. Or maybe it's not a man or a woman. Maybe it's a living entity or a non-living entity. I don't know. At this point in 2024, the end is nigh, and I can't stress it enough, right? At harvest time, we'll take everything and then separate. I can't stress it enough. It is what it is. Why don't you go to the moon? Fly me to the moon. You can't get past the Van Allen belts. How did you get past that? How did you get past that? Past that radiation. How did you get past that? Past that radiation. Don't turn that dial. Don't change the station. How did you get past that? Past the radiation. Van Allen belts can melt your fucking face, you know. Oh shit, this song's edgy. Yeah. You didn't go to space, but you pretended and told everyone so they know. Ooh, change something, yeah. How did you get past that? Past that radiation. And to say he's gonna kill me for this song. How did you get past that? Past that radiation. How did you get past that? Past that. How did you get past that? Past that. At least it's not a song about AIDS. AIDS was real, but it was a designer. It was a designer disease to go after a certain population. How did you get past that? Past that radiation. Anyway, it's the person, entity, thing, person, place, or thing, noun, pronoun, she, him, they, them, or maybe I imagined it. Pungently smelling off the bat. How did you get past that? Past the radiation. Ooh, yeah. A lot of character off the bat. Good amount of strength off the bat. A lot of flavor off the bat. 65% darkness off the bat. But it is not a classic type of battle like we had yesterday off the bat. This is a more modern thinking one. It is not a formulaic, classic, old school Cuban type blend. Nothing wrong with those cigars, but it's not that kind of party. Complex. Funky though. Like a funky sourness though. Like pungent. Pungent, so do more. See, I'm smoking this cigar. Very demure, smoking this cigar, puffing this cigar. Very elegant. Very 451. How did you get past that? Past that radiation. How did you get past that? Past that radiation. Is that a person's entire apartment? They have no blinds? Now I feel awkward. I'm sorry. If they're having dinner, like, yo, get some blinds. How do you live in the city here, on a second floor apartment above the main street, and you don't have any blinds? Like, I was just singing. What is that fine gentleman singing? Honey, is the mac and cheese ready? How do you get past that? Past the radiation. Van Allen bells. What is it? Kind of a long, heavy finish. Medium plus off the bat. A lot of character. The cigar's a winner. How do you get past that? Big old medium full right there. Strength picked up. I don't know if you know this. I have been reviewing cigars for a long time, and I'm very good at putting things in categories and being self-aware. I can't stress it enough. And I don't care if you believe me, because I promise you, you haven't put in the work. The amount of work I put into not just smoking a cigar, okay, but paying attention to while I'm smoking. I just can't stress it enough. I can't stress it enough. You don't have my skills. The thing is, though, I'm not a dick. And the thing is, I'm not better than you, but I'm not worse as far as being a man. But when it comes to being aware of what I'm smoking, what I'm tasting, what it's costing, compared to itself, compared to different sizes of itself, compared to maybe last year, year before of the same cigar, did anything change? Compared to other cigars, the same price point, compared to other cigars in a different price point. I don't just compare it to cigars as a whole, and then just by itself. Did I fucking like it? Would I fucking smoke it again? Oof. How did you get past that? Past their radiation. Quite spicy, black and red pepper. Very demure. Black pepper, red pepper, pungently funkiness, like a fermentated. I feel like it's. I'm not saying retarded. Like a fermented. What are you, fermented? Hey, leave the kid alone. He's fermented. Leave the kid alone. I mean, his parents were fermented. It's got some funkiness to it. It's got some things going on. So quite, not like super exotic, but a little offbeat. An enjoyable cigar, slightly nutty as well. Slightly nutty, offbeat with the funkiness. Yeah, pungently, black and red pepper, nutty, and cedar. So all in all, and there is some like sweetness to it. Can't really place it. The point is this though, it's enjoyable. Price point, I don't know. I don't think these are very expensive. I don't think these are not like yard cigars, like $5 price at a lounge. I'm talking about lounge pricing, because internet is a whole nother ballgame. But MSRP, if I recall correctly, I thought Warp cigars were around like solid price points of mid-tier, $8 to $12, depending on the size. So in that classic, mid-tier range, within mid-tier. I'll look up though. I'll look it up, and we got some news today about Aganorsa. Who was it in the lounge reported? I forget. But they said that there was a major fire and they lost a lot of tobacco. My opinion on that. Allegedly, this is for entertainment purposes only. Perhaps an insurance job. You light the factory up, you collect the insurance money. Beforehand, you already got rid of the tobacco. You either sold it or you put it somewhere else. And then now you claim the insurance. Oh, look, all of our leaves are gone. How are they going to know it's in a fire? Then on top of that, now you could raise your prices of the cigars you're already releasing, because hey, look, I mean, we had a major fire and you're gonna have to recoup some of these losses, and now we have less tobacco, it's more rare, price is gonna go up. Now this is just my opinion based on entertainment. I'm making this shit up. If I was writing a book, I got a really good imagination. So I'm not saying this is a fact at all. I don't want to get sued by Agranosa because it's make believe. All I got is my balls, a couple of Glocks, and a couple of HKs, and an 8-inch dick, and a Corolla. So you're not going to get my dick. And what are you going to do with the Corolla? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So the point is this, though. Take a chill pill. It's freedom of speech. I'm making a joke here. But boy, there sure seems to be a lot of tobacco that goes on fire before it was supposed to go on fire. So in reality, was it a blend that we're just never going to get? Who the fuck knows? We back? We back? Oh, man, my neck. Let me stretch. My neck. My back. Oh, yeah. My pussy and my crack. Yeah. How come they don't ever play music at at parties, informing people about sexually transmitted disease? Not one word. Not even like, okay, well, go out there and just be ridiculous. But at least wear jimmies. That would cut down the STDs a lot, or at least the spread. Keep it to yourselves. No. How come they serve alcohol at parties? How come and they don't want you drinking and driving? Well, how about drinking and driving might hurt somebody. Not every DWI is a car accident. Most of them just get pulled over. Oh, you're drunk. Okay. How come people don't wear jimmies or get checked out before they... you know what I'm saying, though? Why is that not a crime? Or at least socially accepted. Like, hey, man, I just met this girl. Oh, yeah? I'd wear a jimmy. I'd be careful now. Why? What's the worst that can happen? AIDS. Wear jimmies, man. I can't stress it enough. At best. That being said, also, can you imagine a DJ letting people know about the importance of their credit score? Making better decisions? Wouldn't that be great? Hey, yeah. Yeah, can you imagine that? Nah. Because that wouldn't be a party. They need you all drunk and stupid and make bad decisions. There's a lot of people counting on you to be bad, right? Right? When you're driving down that highway and you got your loud music blasting and you're speeding, that way the cop could pull you over and give you a ticket. Not only could the county make money off of that, I doubt a lot of people are getting pulled over listening to classical music. But while you're partying, listen to that music, you get pulled over, you get a ticket. Oh, what happens now? Not only you got a fine, even if you paid on time, you got to pay that fine. Your insurance rates go up. So therefore, that radio DJ and your Pandora, you listen to that fucking party fun music doing 95 miles an hour. And now your insurance rates just went up 50% the next 6-month cycle. Oh, your insurance rates went up. Nobody cares. There you go. Maybe you should have listened to classical Baroque music, Beethoven or something like that. But instead, you were listening to Move, bitch. Get out the way, right? Now your insurance rates went up. Here's one example. You're right? Can you understand that? I doubt a lot of unwed mothers, I doubt there's a lot of single mothers out there because they got loose listening to Beethoven, Moonlight Sonata. Yeah? Did you make a bad decision? Listen to Canon in D major? Did you? Oh, I like you. Oh, do you have protection? No, that's okay. Oh, is that a harp? Yeah. See what I'm saying, though? Wear jimmies, wash your hands, eat prunes, limit your alcohol content. Demand that DJs play some realistic information. You know what I'm saying, though? Credit scores, disease from whores. Can't stress it enough. That's, yeah. Yeah, I just can't stress it enough. Why am I crazy for bringing these things up? The reason why they don't want you thinking about it, because once you do think about it, it's too late. I just can't, because once you get the AIDS, they got the medication, $4,000 a month. and most insurance companies don't cover it. I know these things because I watch a lot of these TikToks, and they had a lot of these homosexual young men saying, "My insurance doesn't cover my AIDS medicine, and it's $4,000 a month. How am I supposed to pay for it?" I don't know. A condom's $1. You could have went through 4,000 condoms before 1 month of medication. Well, I doubt you're banging 4,000 people in a month. Shit. You should have made a better decision, right? Maybe you should let good ideas and information penetrate your mind before you let people penetrate your behind. I can't stress it enough. I'm just a regular guy in a Corolla. What do I know? And I'm not just talking about for 451 people. For all you straight guys out there, watch out. You should wear Jimmys too, because guess what? You go, "Well, I don't have to worry about that." Yeah, you got to worry about family court and child support. That's 18 years they got you. 18 years. You can revoke your passport, take away your banking rights, freeze any permit, carry permit, gone. Be able to buy a gun in any state legally, gone. If you're behind your child support, most states will let you buy a gun. If you like Colorado, if you're behind your child support, you can't pass a background check. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? You can say, "Well, I've been paying. I just want to buy a new High Point for $100. I'm not going to tell you what you're going to have to do, but you're not going to be able to do it the traditional way, which is what they want. So the point is, though, and then also any other kind of permit you have. So you have a business permit or this, that, or a certain type of license, everything's going to get frozen. The state of New York will take away everything. Is what it is. I just can't stress it enough. And I don't care. People get sick of hearing it. God's using me like a prophet. And I'm not the prophet that, you listen, I'm not John the Baptist. I'm not. Oh boy, I'm not. Right? But I'm Richie. It's not even my real name, but that is my prophet name. I like to review cigars. But if one person has heard this and go, "You know what? Maybe I should limit my alcohol content. Thanks, Richie. Maybe I shouldn't drink and drive. That way the system doesn't abuse me and screw me over for insurance for the next 7 years. And also, thanks, Richie. I wore Jimmys, so I didn't get Staphylococcus and AIDS. I appreciate that. Also, I prevented, a bastard child, and 18 years of family court and child support, So it is what it is. I can't stress it enough. I'm doing my part. It's not all fun and games. I enjoy cigars, but I can't just pretend like this world isn't a trap for men, because it is. It's a trap. It's a trap for men. It is. Women can commit the same crime that a man does, and they'll get not even half the time. Not even. Not even. Not even. Not even. A man goes to prison for not paying child support. A woman gets celebrated for having an abortion. It's healthcare. It's healthcare. It's healthcare. It's healthcare. We don't live in the same reality. So I'm warning you, if you got a natural born dick, regular or cut, the point is this, okay? I try to warn you, as a friend. I'm not the friend you want, but I'm the friend you need, and I can't stress that enough. I'm enjoying this cigar. I'm not blown away by it, but I'm enjoying it. It's a semi-strong cigar. It's medium full, 65% the darkness. It's not exactly like a classical, old-school battle blend. It has some sweetness to it. Cedar has a good amount of earth. It's a good amount of earth, though. It's earthy, but it's not really an oily, buttery cigar. It's enjoyable, though. Rich cedar. There's a fermentative funkiness to it. There is some sweetness to it, though, which I like. But that being said, I think it falls under to a pretty good cigar. Not mind-blowing. This cigar is going to be a 4.4. It's an enjoyable cigar. And I forgot to look up the price point. Son of a gun. Well, I know this brand, they're around mid-tier pricing. So they're not really that expensive, but they're not cheap. So, I mean, are they worth it? I think it's worth checking out. If you never tried a warp cigar, I think they're enjoyable Nicaraguan cigars. If you don't want to go like full AJ or like full dark, this is not extremely dark cigar, but it's a semi-potent cigar in a small size. I think it has a good amount of flavor and a good amount of character and a good amount of strength. So it's kind of balanced in that point where it's not like so crazy where it's just so strong, but simple. You know, it's got a good amount of notes going on and a good amount of head flavor, and the flavors linger around. Nice coffee note kicking in there too. So a nice complexity to it. It's not like some mind-blowing blend that, oh, you never had this before, or oh, you have to have it. But I think it's a quality cigar made by a quality brand, and I think it's a good cigar. There's nothing wrong with just a good cigar. You know, if you want to go Nicaraguan without going like full AJ. I think it's a quality cigar, made well, burned well, no touch-ups, and it's at a decent price point, and I'm enjoying it. I have nothing bad to say about it. Nothing like amazing to say about it. That's okay too. Yeah. Like if you're not in the mood for a classic Connecticut or a mood for a classic Habano, and it's definitely not dark or strong enough as most, like let's say Maduro Nicaraguan cigars, this could fill a void where you're like, it's something like, you know, the darkness and strength of like an Habano type cigar, but the flavor profile doesn't fall under exactly the classic old school Habano blend. It's offering a little more sweetness and complexity than not to fall in that classic wheelhouse. However, it's not like straying off the path so much from there, but it's definitely a more modern approach. It is a Nicaraguan Puro, and I think it's an interesting cigar. Not saying it's a beautiful blend. I'm not saying it's a dessert blend by any means. I think it would go really nice with the Scotch. If you had to transition to another cigar, I think you could. Because overall, it's not like it's kicking your ass. Overall, I wouldn't say it was that slow burning. It was an enjoyable time. It's a 4.4. Enjoyable time for a mid-tier price point cigar with quality in every area. And nothing negative to say about the blend. Just nothing amazing to report. And that's okay. Like, not everything could be like, oh my God. If that was the case, either I'd be lying or then I wouldn't need a review. If every cigar was like, holy shit, well then just smoke everything, right? You know, I'm here just to help you separate the wheat from the chaff, you know? I like the cigar. I've liked warp cigars before, Guardians, The Farm, etc. I've enjoyed them, you know? I've enjoyed them, you know? I'll see you around. I hope you stay fresh. And watch out for that Allen belt radiation. Hey guys, live a little. We could disagree. We could even disrespect. Do whatever you want. It is what it is. Freedom of speech. It is what it is. As long as nobody reaches for it, we could all give each other a hug.